I was I
Really?
keep seeing more and more stuff about the Wuhan lab. I saw that Congress voted unanimously to release all information about the virus coming from there. It's looking like that's what happened. I saw the View, that clip from them being like, "Well, well, we didn't want to agree with Trump." They literally said
Wait,
that.
is that an actual quote? Is that right?
Yeah,
All
their
right.
point was, well, I know we didn't want to consider that it might have come from a Wuhan lab. We'd have had to have agreed with Trump, and that's just not palatable.
No. Believe bat soup instead.
So it's legitimately looking more and more like China. Oh, and then I I like this conspiracy. It's the nut job stuff that's starting to seem more and more true. I keep seeing they were asking Fauci, like, well, who did you receive money from? I received money from lots of places. It's like, dude, where'd you get that money from? What'd they pay you for? Don't
probably
be
above
fucking
board,
obtuse
man.
about this.
I'd like to know if there's anything funny going on there. The reflection on COVID has impacted my opinion on fact checking because I used to feel like, hey, these are fact checkers. They can tell you what's true and not true. Boom. And sometimes, well, one, even if you know everything, it can be a bit of a gray area. And two, a lot of shit you just don't know. Like it's still coming out. That the Wuhan lab theory at one time was like enough to get you banned off Twitter and a racist thing to think.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be the most likely. I think that now they're leaning to, like, if they had to choose gun to their head, they'd say the lab leak theory is the right one.
You could not believe that publicly and
cloth
maintain
masks.
social media.
If you told everyone that, like, cloth masks are a waste of time, you're being stupid, that would get you like banned off Twitter. Now, I think people generally agree cloth masks don't do much for you. They certainly don't do anything on the inhale side. Maybe on the exhale, they stop you from broadcasting your breath as far as it would have. I don't know. But cloth masks, Wuhan lab leak, and there's probably some other examples. It's like things that would get you automatically bot fact checked on Facebook and Twitter are now they're on the other side.
Yeah.
So fact checking's hard.
Yeah, it's going to be it's only going to bolster Trump's odds come election time that he's going to be proven right so many times as the virus as far as the virus went. He's just going to have a gotcha moment every step of the way on Biden. So that'll be interesting.
It won't matter.
So I go the other way on it. I'm like, man, there's gotcha. So Biden, for example, now is pursuing people who committed fraud on COVID relief. People who got like paycheck guarantees. I need $2.2 million to pay these people who aren't working anymore. Then they pay out $100,000, put $2.1 million in their own pocket and call it a win. That shit is so prevalent, and Biden going after it will have story after story of how ineffective the governance was under Trump, how fraudulent, how poorly done it was. Maybe I'm the only one that cares about that kind of thing.
Yeah, people won't care about that. They'll be like, oh, did Americans get too much money out of the government? Oh, Trump, did you give us too much money to people who might not? They won't care.
No, it's thieves and liars and people who are connected. Those are the ones that got the money. I didn't get any COVID relief. Well, maybe the $600 or whatever they sent out, but I didn't get $2.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was $1,200. I forget what it was.
Get shit.
What?
Yeah. You didn't?
No.
I thought everyone did. But anyway.
No. Give me no goddamn check.
Dude, I got a check for like literally $65. And I was like,
sure?
What the fuck? I didn't even cash it. I'm like, if I cash this, I'm going to get like in trouble on my taxes. This is a mistake. Like, why the fuck did you send the government send me $63.18?
Got it. Well, anyway, I'm mixed up. But yeah, they gave out like tokens, $600 to everybody.
Reparations might be a good idea.
Got tens of
fucking dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I parlayed that into a new bathroom. Down payment. My bathroom.
Yeah, I no longer trust Fauci. I think he might have been up to some monkey business, being paid to say things. He definitely lied multiple times, but maybe even being paid by pharmaceutical companies. I think that I don't know why everybody wanted to cover China's ass on that thing. You know, Trump was up there calling it the Chinese virus, and he's like, "Oh, how dare you, kid? Don't you know that a Chinese person got beaten up yesterday in California?" It's like, really? One? A whole Chinese person got beaten up? Oh no, because of the truth, huh? Well, you know what they say, the truth hurts. I wish he'd said that.
You think he would have said that? Yeah. I mean, like it. Like from the media perspective, it makes sense that they wouldn't want to go all in anti-China and agree with Trump at the election time, because that would be a huge groundswell of support for Trump, because it would be like a common enemy of like, we're all against China, we don't like them, the Democrats agree, we have big plans, people, big plans, we're going to take care of China. And then it would be like I think that would, grease his wheels a bit in that time.
You still don't think he's got a chance?
I don't think he has a shot. No.
Do you think he beats DeSantis?
I don't know. I don't really like this DeSantis guy. I don't like him.
Really? I think he's great. Like maybe I'm missing something, but so it's weird when you only get exposed to hang there. If you only hear DeSantis' side of the story, you're like, holy shit, what a great guy. I don't think I've ever heard his detractors exactly. And when I do hear them, I see them lying about him. Whenever someone's talking shit about DeSantis, they're fucking lying to you. If they're calling something the "Don't Say Gay" bill, that's not what it is.
Well, that was obvious.
You named it that, weirdo. And every time you boil down what that bill is about, it's like 85% of people are for it. By the way, 15% of the people need to be dissolved in acid. Okay. Okay. Walk the streets. You'll agree with me. Just start counting.
The homeless? Is that what you're
15% of the people you see on your day, you're like, yep, fucking boil them up, use their bones, send their bones to China as fertilizer, like they did the
You're making a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
If you asked me, I'll make it up, 4 months ago, I'd be like, DeSantis is going to kick Trump's ass. No one cares about Trump. Everyone's tired of his lies. All his rallies were out there like, I really won the election. I didn't really lose. Just sore loser bullshit. Then he did that NFT thing with the pictures of him as an astronaut and a cowboy. And it was like, I remember Kyle was like, not only was his major announcement bad, it proved to me he's not even seriously running for president. And I agreed with you at the time. Now I'm like, shit, I think Trump is a shoo-in for the Republican nomination.
I think the debates are what's going to matter. I think they're going to have to draw their own lines between themselves. So it'll be really fun to see DeSantis and Trump on the debate stage. And I hope that Rubio and what's his name from Texas are there again too. And Jeb comes back. I hope
Jeb has already endorsed DeSantis.
That's right.
Yeah.
That could only hurt him.
Oh no, DeSantis is a lock now that he has the Jeb supporters.
If Jeb was like, I'll support your podcast, I'd be like, Jeb, please.
They should just do DeSantis ! As his campaign slogan.
DeSantis! That was so funny. Jeb!
That guy
sucks.
What was he gonna say? And Nikki Haley's running.
Oh yeah, you're a tough guy, Jeb. Real tough guy over here.
Real tough guy, Jeb. Real tough.
I don't know if Trump's good at debates or not. Like when I watch Trump debate, I think he does pretty well. And he has some zingers and etc. When I watched him debate Biden, I thought he kind of won, right? But afterwards, it seemed like the country didn't agree. They're like, this Trump guy is an asshole who interrupts every time Biden starts to talk. Worse than I ever have. A different level if you have to watch the debate. And he didn't let Biden ever say anything. He just dominated the air the entire time. And it was so over the top. The moderators couldn't get him under control. I thought he kind of alphaed Biden. That was my takeaway from it. But afterwards, everyone was like, Trump is an asshole. I can't vote for him. So is he good or not? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember the post debate being that cut and dry. If I recall, I do remember I remember social media, like on Twitter at the time, lots of people being like, Trump is thrashing him. And then afterward, I remember a lot of CNN, that kind of like mainstream being like, embarrassing show from Trump as he walks over Biden's speech, like that kind of shit, where it's almost, I'm always hesitant of that. Like when something happens and then 2 hours later, Fox is saying the country agrees with DeSantis's strong stances. It's like, shut the fuck up. You don't know. You agree and you want to convince people that you are speaking for a larger representation than you actually are.
Fox has been fun lately. So during the post-election, They were beating the drum about election fraud. They were beating the drum about Dominion voting systems and just saying fraud, fraud, fraud. Tucker Carlson is up there saying many people are questioning the results of this election, and for good reason. And he just go on there and lay out all the troubles they had. But privately, in their text messages, this crew is fucking MSNBC in private. Tucker is like, she's a liar. Sidney Powell, this is Trump's attorney. Like, I caught her in lies. She's outwardly lying. And they're in private. They're saying Rudy Giuliani is a kook. He lies.
Why don't we have their private communication?
Why would anyone? Because Dominion sued them and he got their text messages.
Woo-hoo.
So they're texting each other back and forth, and now it's like it's in court. You could see they need to prove that the Fox News system host company not just lied, but knowingly lied, and they seemingly have. The defamation is a really hard thing to win, but gosh, they have them. Tucker Carlson was like, he got fact checked by someone else at Fox News, and he's like, fire her immediately. Don't fact check me. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose viewers to Newsmax and what is it?
I agree, by the way,
or whatever. We're going to lose viewers to these other people if we don't tell these lies. And our stock price is down already. We need to keep telling these lies because that's what the viewers want to hear. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he said in his text.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered if Tucker believed what he said, if Ingram believed what she said, if Lou Dobbs believed what he said.
No, they're smart people.
No, yeah, they're smart people who know that they're lying to you. It's the idiots watching Fox News that believe them.
But they're important lies to tell because you've got to motivate the potato heads out there to get out and vote. So that, and it's all about getting like some fucking state judge that leans this way instead of that way 8 years from now. That's what really matters. And so to accomplish that, so that justice is done, at least our view of justice, you got to get the potato heads out to vote. How do you get the potato heads to vote? Oh my God, it's a Chinese fucking conspiracy and the balloons are over your house right now. Buy your Trump helmets. They'll protect you from above. And, you know, like you got to get the potato heads out.
That is true.
And in the end, you know, justice gets done. The reason our system is so full of red tape, bureaucracy, and horse shit is because you don't want sweeping change to be possible. It's oh, we had a eureka moment and realized that things should be like this instead of that. Let's just rewrite everything. But you can't because of all the red tape and bureaucracy. And people throw their hands up and say the system is broken. It's working just fine. It's making sure that we haven't came around and confiscated everyone's guns yet. It's making sure that we don't have libel laws like they do in the UK that thing J.K. Rowling's using to sue anyone who talks shit about her on Twitter. They're like, you're a Nazi.
What's going on?
Oh, you're going to apologize for that.